life. Look, why you mad? Get to the bag. Long face, duck a case, get the cash. I've been living fast, still far from average. Real talk, all this shit is right outside what I imagine. Young, black, and raspy. Catch me with a lab. Young nigga make the slap that make her body do magic. Won't stop till my bank account magnets. Looking like I'm still running paper routes backwards. Money bags, no advance, snap back.
Hey everyone, it's Joyel and welcome back to my channel. So for today's Halloween Afro-Inspired costume, I'm going to be dressing up as Jazmine Dubois from the Boondocks. You guys know, if you haven't seen my Huey costume that I did earlier this week, please go watch that one as well. It came out perfect. This actually came out so much better than I thought it was going to. But of course, before we get started, please don't forget to click that subscribe button down below. Also, please don't forget to check out my Untamed and Unashamed merch. You can also find all the links for that below. But let me introduce you to this week's promo. Goodbye stress and goodbye anxiety. Relax your mind and body with Jupiter Organic CBD drops. Don't be held back by feeling overwhelmed, tired, and unmotivated. Jupiter was developed to help people manage their stress quickly and naturally. It's made from the rarest part of the hemp plant, the flowers, and all of their products are 100% USDA certified organic, sustainable, vegan, grown and made in the USA, and are backed by 500 plus 5-star verified reviews. Their golden, full-spectrum organic hemp oil is gently extracted to preserve its natural ingredients, flavored with organic peppermint oil directly from fresh leaves for an incredible taste. Their MCT oil is made from young coconuts, which helps it taste great and fuels your brain with many other benefits. The hemp terpenes are natural compounds in hemp plants and preserved during extraction and added back for better results. To use, just shake the bottle and fill the dropper, place and hold under your tongue for 30 seconds, then swallow and enjoy. Use code JOY20 at checkout and experience a stress-free life today. Buy your bottle at www.getjupiter.com and follow them on Instagram at discover.jupiter. And if you're the owner of a business, especially a Black-owned business, please email me at SharmaineJoyel@gmail.com, or you can go ahead down in the description box. You can find the company promo request form down below and just fill that out. But let's get started. So again, I wanted to do more of a live action version of Jazmine. And this came out so much better than I thought that it would. Like, it was way easier to accomplish. Like I said, because she's a kid, there's not really a whole lot of makeup you have to do. You can always do your own interpretations. This was just mine. But let me go ahead and stop talking. Let's go ahead and jump into the costume. So what I've done is I have stretched my hair out, and I did this for one of two reasons. One, Jazmine's hair is actually pretty long, but again, I'm doing more of like a live action version of these characters, and I'm just using my actual hair length. But I figured stretching it, again, would give it some of that extra length. Two, I can still fluff it out after it's in the pigtails, so we will do that. And I was thinking that either A, I can apply the hair colors in sections and then put my hair in the ponytails, but I'm scared that when I go to tighten the ponytails that it's going to scrape the paint off, or I can put my hair in the pigtails and then apply the color that way. So, but what I want to try first is putting the color on and seeing how it looks. So I have the gold colored wax that I used actually last year for a review. And then I also have this white hair wax that I also used last year. And I figured if I mix the two together, it would make a lighter blonde shade similar to Jazmine's. But I want to test it out first. So I'm going to mix the two together just on my hands and then apply it to a strip of my hair here in the back real quick and just kind of see how it looks, because I have a feeling that just using the gold, it's not going to be light enough to make my hair, because my hair is a dark brown, that it's not going to make it light enough to look more blondish. So let me just test this theory out here for a sec. Okay, so we'll just test it on this strip real quick. So that's the gold. Now let me add just a tad bit of white just to see if it'll make it lighter and show up on my hair a little better. there's the white. I'm gonna mix it on my hands. Oh wow, okay, so the white kind of took over a ton. But let me see something. Maybe if I apply the white on here first and then the gold on top. Let me just see what that will do. So let me put the white on here first. And then maybe apply the gold on top. Let's try that. Maybe not. I think my theory is slightly flawed. Maybe we will just use just the gold to make my hair more blonde. I think we will try that because I think the white is just gonna be a little too much. Oh, actually, let me get closer. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, but in real life it actually looks blondish. Let me let it dry for a little bit and we'll kind of see how that goes. But okay, so this is kind of what it's starting to look like. In my bathroom light, it looks like actually pretty blonde. So here's my idea. I think I'm gonna take chunks and put the color in and redo my twist, let it dry, then undo them and put them in the ponytails, and any parts that, any parts that happen to get scraped off by a hair tie or by my snappy ties, I'll just reapply some of the color. But I think that's what I'm gonna do. Wow, it has some wax, so I think that's why it's elongated my hair so much. But I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna mix the gold and white together first and apply it, and then apply more gold on top of it. I think that's gonna be the best way to do this. I don't wanna just apply just the white because I don't want my hair to look just white. I want it to look more of a blondish color. So I think that is going to be the plan today.
Like I put her out my way, think it lost to see. Not sure what you wanted, but I'm what you need. I know my high just started, bet I hit a peak, yeah.
I just really want it to look more like that honey blonde that Jazmine has kind of going on here. Yeah, it almost looks more yellow without the white. Maybe I was remembering it all wrong, who knows. Okay, let me just do some twists just so I can keep it sort of elongated. Okay. I'm just gonna do this all over my head, and then when I put it in the actual ponytails, I will look how light that looks. Holy mac and cheese. Okay, maybe I'll keep a little white in there because it does lighten my hair up way more. Okay, so let me do the rest of my head and then I'll come back for you guys. Okay, so I finished the twists, and again I did like a small dollop of white and the gold mixed together as the base, and then I added about 2 or 3 small more like scoops, like layers of the gold. So, but what I think I'm gonna do now, and I'm not too worried about the roots, after I pull my hair back into the ponytails, then I'll worry about covering any of the darker spots. But I think I'm gonna kind of go over some of these twists with a little more gold, or the blonde, whatever you guys wanna call it. Just to get more of the yellowish color, but I think this is probably about as light as I'm gonna get my hair. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be either a disaster or it's gonna be absolutely awesome. So, let me just go over these twists. with a little more of the blonde gold color. And it starts off as kind of like a milky-ish color, and then it starts to dry them a little bit more towards the blonde, so I'm not too worried. It says you can blow dry it, but I really don't want to use any heat on my hair. So my neighbor's gonna think I'm crazy, but I might just go walk my dogs and just let the air do its thing. Especially get some of these ends here. Should I go blonde, you guys? Just kidding. I don't think I'd ever actually dye my real hair. The last time I did it, one, I did it myself and all my hair fell out. Two, I'm often told that people would pay to have my hair colored, not to like toot my own horn, it's just literally like stuff I've heard. And so I don't know if I would be willing to change my hair color. I actually really like my hair color. I have a hard time imagining myself with another hair color, to be completely honest with you. But yeah, let me just finish covering these up. We'll let them air dry, then we'll undo them and put them in the puffs, and then I'll fluff out my hair as best as possible after this. I'm actually kind of excited. This should be pretty fun. And then, of course, after they're in the puffs, I'll go over the darker spots. But yeah, so phase 1 of turning into Jazmine, almost done. Alrighty, so luckily with the hair wax, it dries pretty darn fast, thank goodness. So I think I'm gonna start undoing them, and then I'll use my snappy ties to do the double puffs like Jazmine. So maybe I'll start from the bottom. I'm just gonna start undoing them. I'm not too worried about how they'll look because I'm probably gonna fluff them out after they're put in the puffs. So let me just start untwisting and we'll go from there. So here's the tester piece. Oh my gosh. Like I said, this is either gonna be absolutely amazing or it's gonna be a complete disaster. So anyway, but I just let these dry for probably like 30 or 40 minutes. Didn't even have to take that long, honestly. I think I was just being lazy. So yeah, let's start untwisting. And I've never done the wax on twists before. You guys know that like when I did it, I was just wearing my afro, so. But again, I wanted to stretch my hair because Jazmine's hair is really, really long and mine's not that long. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to do that without some sort of extension, but I wanted to just keep these fairly simple where you can just use your real hair. So I just stretched it, and then again, like I said, we'll just fluff it out to look more like her hair. Don't worry, I still have my tank top on. I just pulled the sleeves down because I didn't want to stain my shirt with any of the wax, so don't worry, I'm not naked. Last pieces here. My hair looks like Dookie. All right, you guys. Twists are done. I look like Goldilocks. Oh, well, if you want to, I guess you could do this as Goldilocks for Halloween. So let's go ahead and stick them in the puffs. And again, we'll just kind of fluff from there. Like I've done in my previous video, I'm gonna take 2 snappy hair ties for each section here. My hair's kind of already split down the center. Sorry if it looks kind of crappy, but we'll better that. But it's already kind of split, so I'm gonna stick 2 of these bad boys together. And then let's take 1/2. And with Jazmine, her hair is like pulled like back and down, so her puffs are a little bit lower. So I'm going to just get these in to the general puffs, and then I will adjust them from there. So let me try this again, actually. So let me go ahead and split this Down the center again. I'm gonna put one piece in a random hair tie so that it's easier for me to wrap around this section here without leaving anything out, hopefully. All right, let's try this again. Okay. Okay, now I've got them in my general puffs. So I'm gonna pull a picture of Jazmine really quick so that I can have something to look at while I'm adjusting these. So just give me like 1 sec. Okay, so before I do that, she has these little curly cues down the side here. So I'm going to pull these little chunks out. How big was this piece? Okay, yay big. Yeah, I'll have to cover some spots up, but that's okay. One side's totally longer than the other, but that's okay. All right, so where were we? So her puffs are directly out on the sides of her head. So I'm gonna pull these tight, kind of like you would do with a ponytail, right? And now I'm gonna start separating these out some more so we can get a little bit more volume here. Okay, so I've got a hair pick out. This is insane. Okay, just get a little more fluffy. I'm honestly not too worried about the growth piece of it. I wish you guys could see this in my bathroom light because it looks even more blonde. It's hilarious. I've got her little side pieces out here. Fluff and stretch, fluff and stretch. Do I want to? Maybe I should go over it with gold. At least do this part before I start doing the makeup. Okay, so now I'm gonna do her makeup, or my makeup. And seeing as she's still a little kid, I'm not gonna do anything too crazy. So again, I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty primer that you guys know that I always use. It's the Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Primer. So I'm gonna do the same foundation routine that I did with Huey. And seeing as she's a little girl, again, I'm not gonna go too crazy with like any contour or blush or, you know, highlighter and stuff like that. I'm gonna keep my face pretty matte, and then, you know, I'll fill in my eyebrows a little bit. Hers are thin, and she always looks a little bit sad. I don't know why she always kind of looks just like, but, and then I will do mascara, because, you know, she's a girl, and you can see in the picture, and I'll post a picture right here really fast so you guys can see, she does have, you know, distinguishable, you know, eyelashes, elongated eyelashes, so we will do some mascara on her today, but like no eyeshadow or, you know, crazy contour or anything again. And then I'm gonna go in with that Erborian CC cream, again the same one that I used for Huey, and again it starts off white, but then it'll, as you start to rub it in, it starts to change to your skin tone. So see, perfect. Okay, make sure I get it up close to my hairline and drag it down. And then for any little pimples you have, I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Matchstick and Caramel, and I'm just gonna try and cover up some pimples really quick, or some scars. You guys can see I have some scars. I'm not too like concerned with covering them up. This stuff looks so chalky, holy cow, but it made my hair lighter, so. And then again, just to cover up any dark circles I have and stuff, I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the shade Sand, just to, again, give me a more youthful sort of look. And we're just gonna pat that underneath my eyes, and you can bring it up to the sides here. And Jazmine actually has green eyes. Luckily, my eye color is already green, so I don't have to do any contacts or anything. And then same with Huey, I am gonna do the contour shading under my nose here. Bring it down a little bit on my lip, and then under my bottom lip and on my chin, and then again just to shade underneath the jawline here, just like that. You guys see? Perfect. And then I'm gonna blend that out with a dry beauty blender, so you guys can use a wet one if that works better for you, but I'm just gonna use a dry one. Now that everything's blended, let's go ahead and do her eyebrows first. I'm just gonna lightly fill in my eyebrows. And I'm gonna use that same palette and that same shade I used for Huey's, which is gonna be this dark, non-sparkly shade here in the Nubian palette by Juvia's Place. And woo, the sun is a-changing. I'm not gonna do anything too crazy. I'm just gonna basically follow my natural brow shape. Perfect. Okay, cool. And then again, I'm gonna set them with my Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer. This is just to make sure everything stays where they need to. Perfect. Okay, I like this a lot actually. Perfect. And then let's do some just basic chapstick, because again, she's a kid. She doesn't really have any colorful lips or anything. And then, so chapstick and mascara. Let's do that. And I think for today, I'm actually gonna use my Milk Kush mascara. It's a little more volumizing than my Pacifica one. Top eyelashes first. There we go. And I'm kind of sticking closer to the outside of, or like the outer lashes, because if you look at her picture in the cartoon, you can really see her eyelashes are really more, you know, fuller towards the outside of her eye. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. And I'm not gonna use any fake lashes personally. Again, I wanted to keep this fairly simple and without having to really go out and buy a bunch of extra stuff to achieve it. Two, honestly, I'm a little scared of fake lashes. I have this, it might be an irrational fear, but I'm always scared I'm gonna like accidentally glue my eyes shut or like rip my actual eyelashes out on accident. So I tend to not really use fake eyelashes personally. You totally can if you want to. Again, you guys can do any interpretation or change anything up as you want. This is just my interpretation of each character. Okay, and then she does have or like her eyelashes are defined on the bottom. I'm actually gonna stay towards the center of my bottom lash line, so. And then of course, you know, go and clean up any speckles you guys got. How cute. Okay, and then I already put my chapstick on. Alrighty, and then just to finish it off, I noticed in most of her pictures she has like a lavender jacket on, so I went on Amazon and I bought a medium-sized lavender jacket. I usually wear extra small, but I got it in medium, so it's a little baggier, kind of like a kid. Okay. Oh my gosh.
But I'm what you need. I know my high just started, but I hit a peak, yeah.
Oh my gosh, how cute. No way. Alright you guys, so this is my Jazmine Dubois Halloween costume for you guys. Another kind of Afro-inspired, curly hair, kinky hair, coily hair inspired Halloween costume. Again, this turned out, oh, dang, this came out a lot better than I thought. Holy cow. I probably could have gotten my hair a little bit lighter. Maybe, I'm not sure. I just didn't want to put too many layers of the wax because then it starts to get really flaky after that. But definitely stretching my hair actually worked out way better than I thought it would. You could probably just do the afro puffs too, but honestly the more it dries, the more fluffier it gets. But this was so cute. Stretching it really helped with the length too. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this Halloween costume. Please don't forget to click that subscribe button down below. Keep blooming, and I'll see you guys in my next video.